Soren Kierkegaard is a name that echoes as a groundbreaking thinker, shaking up conventional thoughts and diving deep into what it means to be human. Born in 1813 in Copenhagen, Denmark, Kierkegaard grew up surrounded by philosophical ideas. His father, a man with a deep love for philosophy, often took part in discussions and read books that sparked young Kierkegaard's thirst for knowledge. As he got older, he went on to study philosophy and theology at the University of Copenhagen. But he quickly became disenchanted with the historical and philosophical material he studied. He believed these texts missed the mark, failing to capture the true essence and authenticity of everyday life. This growing frustration steered the course of Kierkegaard's own philosophical journey. This journey took Kierkegaard down a path where he questioned everything, especially the norms and standards of his time. He wrote prolifically, often using pseudonyms to express his ideas freely and creatively. His works tackled complex emotions like anxiety, despair, and the feeling of being lost in the world. Kierkegaard's writings resonated with many as they reflected the struggles and confusions of the human experience. His legacy lies in his ability to turn philosophy into a mirror, reflecting not just ideas, but the very soul of the individual. His influence extended far beyond his lifetime, inspiring thinkers and artists alike to embrace authenticity and personal truth. Angst and the existential condition. Soren Kierkegaard made a big impact in philosophy with his idea of angst, or what we might call a deep, existential worry. In his important book, The Concept of Anxiety, he really dives into this feeling, uncovering some deep truths about what it means to be alive. Kierkegaard says that angst isn't the same as the anxiety disorders doctors talk about. Rather, it's our reaction to the big, unknown parts of life and the uncertainty we all face. He asks us to think about the reality of our existence. From the moment we're born, we find ourselves in a world full of unpredictability and endless possibilities. We come across different situations, choices, and tough decisions that stir up a deep worry inside us. It's about realizing how vast life is, how much we don't know, and the heavy responsibility that comes with our freedom to choose. This sense of angst, he suggests, is both a challenge and an opportunity. It pushes us to question our purpose, our beliefs, and our values. In facing these existential uncertainties, we find a chance to grow and define ourselves. Kierkegaard's philosophy encourages us not to shy away from these feelings of unease, but to embrace them as a vital part of our journey. Through his writings, he offers a guide to navigating the complexities of life, urging us to find our own path in the midst of doubts and fears. His thoughts continue to inspire us to confront our existential angst, using it as a catalyst for personal discovery and authentic living. For him, angst isn't just a feeling in our minds, it's a deep and serious thought about life itself. It makes us question our very existence and face the limits of what we know and understand. We're faced with life's big mysteries, the fact that we all will one day die, the unknown future, and the contradictions that are part of being human. He thought that angst comes from the fact that we can think deeply about ourselves and are aware of our own unique perspectives. This ability to think about ourselves puts us in a tough spot between wanting to be sure about everything and accepting that life is full of unknowns. We crave stability and safety, but we also face the truth that life is always changing, and we can never be completely sure about anything. Share your experience of how life changed you. In this tension, he finds a hidden opportunity for personal growth. He suggests that our struggle with angst can lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. By embracing these uncertainties and the complexity of our feelings, we can start to live more authentically. Kierkegaard's philosophy teaches us to use our doubts and fears not as reasons to retreat, but as stepping stones to explore our true selves and our deepest beliefs. This journey of self-discovery, according to him, is essential for living a meaningful and fulfilling life, one where we actively engage with our existential questions rather than shy away from them. Kierkegaard's philosophy. He offers a deep insight into how worry, freedom, and searching for a meaningful life are connected. His famous saying, "Anxiety is the dizziness of freedom," shows his belief that worry comes from our natural freedom and responsibility in the huge uncertainty of life. In every moment, we face choices. We have the freedom to decide and shape our lives. But this freedom also brings a big responsibility. We have to answer for what we do, and this can cause a lot of worry. He saw that people nowadays often live in a constant state of worry. We're flooded with too many choices, too much information, and the tough job of making decisions that we hope will turn out well. The pressure of these choices can be too much, leaving us always uneasy, always hoping our decisions will ease our deep worries, even though there's no sure way to know if they will. His perspective also highlights the beauty in this struggle. He suggests that embracing our anxiety can lead to personal growth and a more authentic way of living. By confronting our fears and uncertainties head-on, we can better understand ourselves and our values. This process of self-exploration, though challenging, can be incredibly rewarding. Kierkegaard inspires us to see each choice not just as a source of anxiety, but as an opportunity to define who we are and what we stand for. This journey towards self-discovery, according to him, is key to living a life filled with purpose, where we actively engage with our deepest fears and hopes, turning them into a force for positive change and self-realization. Embracing anxiety as opportunity. Kierkegaard saw anxiety not as something bad, but as a crucial part of life, offering us a deep and powerful chance for personal and meaningful growth. He thought the way we deal with anxiety and the choices we make when we're anxious can make the difference between a rich, full life and a life that feels empty and hopeless. He brought up the idea of passion as a way to deal with and rise above anxiety. He believed that when we're anxious, we can turn that feeling into a push for personal development and realizing our true selves by focusing on things we're passionate about. He felt that passion could fill our lives with purpose, energy, and a deep sense of satisfaction. This perspective shifts our view of anxiety from a barrier to a gateway for transformation. Kierkegaard encourages us to embrace our anxiety not as a hindrance, but as a catalyst for exploring our deepest desires and ambitions. By actively pursuing what we are passionate about, we can channel our anxiety into creative and constructive outcomes. This process, he suggests, is not just about overcoming anxiety, but about harnessing it to build a life that resonates with our true selves. According to Kierkegaard, this journey towards embracing and utilizing our deepest fears and uncertainties can lead to an enriched existence, one where every challenge is an opportunity to reinforce our individuality and purpose in life. He believed that our deepest feelings like love, creativity, personal growth, career goals, and beliefs are what fuel us. We find real meaning and connection in life by following these passions. But he thought it's crucial that these passions come from our own beliefs and feelings. This idea of subjective truth is about what feels right and true to us personally, not just what everyone else thinks or says. He wanted us to really dig deep into ourselves to find out what matters to us the most, our own values and dreams. Kierkegaard once said, "The crucial thing is to find a truth which is truth for me, to find the idea for which I am willing to live and die." This really gets to the heart of his thinking, that it's so important to live by our own truths and be willing to put everything into what we truly care about. Adding to this, Kierkegaard's philosophy suggests that finding and embracing our unique passions isn't just a one-time thing. It's a journey that requires constant exploration and self-reflection. As we grow and change, so too might our passions and truths. This ongoing process of discovering and redefining what is meaningful to us can be as rewarding as achieving the goals themselves. It encourages us to stay true to ourselves, evolve, and live a life filled with purpose and authenticity. Kierkegaard understood that finding our own truth means stepping away from what everyone else thinks and what can be proven for sure. It's about trusting our own feelings, ideas, and dreams, even if they're different from the usual way of thinking. This journey to self-discovery asks us to be brave and take a leap of faith, believing in the power of our personal experiences and aspirations. Adding to this, embracing our subjective truth is not just a one-time decision, but a lifelong journey. As we travel through life, we are continually presented with new experiences and insights that can reshape our understanding of what's important. This process of constant self-discovery keeps our lives dynamic and fulfilling. By staying open to change and being true to ourselves, we create a rich tapestry of experiences that makes our lives uniquely ours. This journey, with its ups and downs, becomes a testament to the strength and beauty of following our own path. Confronting anxiety for growth. Anxiety, with its powerful grip on our thoughts and feelings, can often stop us in our tracks, making it hard to move forward or make decisions. It's like a shadow over our lives, making it hard to think clearly or find the energy to keep going. Kierkegaard, a wise thinker, knew that if we let anxiety win, if we just stop trying and not subscribing to our channel because of it, we end up feeling lost and our lives feel broken. He saw that if we don't deal with anxiety, it can take over, leaving us stuck and cut off from the real joys of life. When we let fear control us, stopping us from making choices or taking steps, we lose our power to create our own paths. We get caught in a loop of waiting, being scared, and missing out on chances. Kierkegaard, however, taught about the power of facing our fears, about finding the bravery within to confront the unease and unknown that anxiety brings. This spiritual approach reminds us that by embracing and overcoming our anxieties, we can reclaim control of our lives and experience a richer, more meaningful existence. He knew that to really grow and find ourselves, we need to step out of our comfort zones, face our fears, and take action. When we confront our anxieties, we take back control of our lives. We accept that making choices comes with risks and uncertainties, but we choose not to be controlled by these fears. He saw anxiety as a guide, pointing us towards areas where we can grow and change. At the center of Kierkegaard's spiritual teachings is the idea that becoming who we truly are is deeply connected to our willingness to face life's anxieties. He believed that finding real meaning and understanding ourselves fully comes from taking risks and embracing life's uncertainties. By doing this, we go beyond just following what everyone else does or hiding in distractions that stop us from growing and finding out who we really are. Kierkegaard saw the path to discovering our true selves and achieving personal fulfillment as a challenging journey. It involves facing the deep fears and uncertainties that come from life's unknowns, its unpredictable nature, and the complex tapestry of human life. By choosing to confront these anxieties, we start a journey of self-discovery and moving beyond our current selves. He believed that to truly understand and realize who we are, we need a strong commitment to being authentic and to turn away from the pressure to fit into society's mold. Often, society has its own set of rules and expectations that can suppress our uniqueness, making us lose sight of who we really are. To find real meaning and purpose in life, Kierkegaard taught that we should resist the urge to conform to these societal norms and instead embrace and honor what makes us different, our own perspectives, passions, and dreams. Kierkegaard strongly advised against the pitfalls of just going along with what everyone else does and becoming too comfortable. He thought that when we just follow societal norms without thinking about them, we give up our own power and miss out on chances to grow. He believed that true happiness and finding out who we really are happen when we step out of our comfort zones, face the unknown, and appreciate the unique experiences we each have. He also warned about the dangers of trying to escape or distract ourselves from our real issues. Kierkegaard believed that things like getting lost in mindless fun, misusing substances, or being overly busy are just ways to avoid our deeper fears and challenges. These kinds of distractions can make us feel better in the short term, but they keep us from facing the important questions and experiences that help us become our true selves. Embrace your insecurities and share them to move forward. Kierkegaard taught that to grow as individuals, we need to spend time looking inward, reflecting on our lives, and being firmly committed to our personal development. He believed in the importance of understanding our deepest desires, fears, and what drives us. This journey of self-exploration helps us find out who we really are and leads us to a life that's full of meaning. His philosophy also highlights the value of embracing quiet and alone time, which gives us chances to think deeply and discover more about ourselves. When we set aside time for introspection, we create opportunities to face our fears, think about our choices, and make sure they're in line with what we truly value and want out of life. This process of self-reflection develops a stronger awareness of ourselves, empowering us to deal with life's complexities with more clarity and purpose. Anxiety as catalyst for greatness. Reflecting on Kierkegaard's insights, we come to understand the profound role of anxiety in our lives. It's a natural reaction to the often unsettling, confusing, and uncertain aspects of our existence. In a world brimming with choices and opportunities, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by anxiety. Yet this very feeling can be the catalyst that propels us towards greatness and realizing our true potential. It's essential to accept that life will always have its share of instability and fear. There's never going to be a perfect time for action. In situations where decisions seem impossible and the future uncertain, Kierkegaard inspires us to make choices that venture into the unknown, exploring both its highs and lows. His teachings, deeply rooted in faith, offer a perspective that applies to any personal interpretation of meaning and purpose. In a world where anxiety is often seen as a flaw or a problem to be fixed, Kierkegaard's view offers a refreshing perspective. He shows us that anxiety is a fundamental part of what it means to be human. By accepting and living with our anxieties and daring to take leaps of faith towards what truly matters to us, we can lead lives that are more fulfilling and genuine. This spiritual understanding encourages us to embrace our full human experience with all its complexities and challenges as a path to deeper self-awareness and authenticity. I encourage you to discuss these concepts and share your thoughts below.